morning! Hi, babies! Hello, everyone. Today is New Year's Eve, and I'm doing chores. It's the morning time, and I thought I'd update you a little bit about what's been going on. It's been, everyone is fine, including a rabbit. I brought some fresh veggies for him because he was missing that. He was kind of waiting after I put the pellets, you know, what's coming after this. And he's been eating lots of hay and other things, so I'm sure he knows what he really needs to be warm. But temperatures are slowly picking up, and I'm super excited about that because tomorrow we're coming back home after being in a temporary situation since Monday. So we're gonna start the new year back in our property, and you know, it was such an amazing opportunity to, you know, kind of take the kids and stay warm somewhere where I didn't have to worry about the off-grid part of things like propane and, you know, heating situation, because of course where we were staying we had power, or we still have power because we're still there. So it's been a good thing that we were there. It gave me enough time to start working on lists, upload a bunch of videos, and work on other things that when I'm here at the property, really sometimes I just run out of time and can never get it done. So my goal for this new year, well, I do have quite a few goals and I'll probably do a video about that, but one of them is to start uploading every week, and my main goal would be to start uploading Monday through Fridays. Now, this is not my first YouTube channel. I had I still have two other YouTube channels, and in one of them I have a channel since 2012, and I know that the best way to grow your audience is to be consistent. And when I started to see results on that channel as far as community getting involved and, you know, kind of keeping in touch with people, it was when I started to do daily uploads. I mean, Monday through Friday. So that's my goal for the new year. So I am trying to do different videos here and there while I'm here at the property, not only giving you updates but showing you around and just trying to continue with a vlog style kind of video. Claire has been doing great, no more shaking. So I don't know if it's the actual grain that I started giving her, or if it's just that the temperatures are starting to climb up. Whatever it is, I'm super happy that she's not shaking and she's not being cold, and we're still freezing. I mean, it's freezing temperatures. The beautiful sweet trio, they've never had a problem with a cold. They're super fluffy, they're happy, and they're always hungry, so I'm sure they keep themselves warm, no problem. The projects that I want to work on somewhat in a short period of time, hi Bree, is fixing the stalls. I really want to make them nice and cozy, and I know it sounds weird because it's just a kidding pen, but when the girls are about to have their babies, I do spend a lot of time with them, and you know, when they are in labor, or at least when they lose their ligaments, I put them in here and I don't leave their side even if it takes 12 hours. Yes, I've done that before with his two first fresheners. With Mocha's birth, it was kind of shorter, but then Annabelle's was almost an all-day kind of situation. And if you know the Oregon coast, we do get a lot of rain, but not thunderstorms, at least in our area. And after Annabelle had her baby, there was a like crazy thunderstorm for a few minutes, so it's, you know, must be a sign. So I'm thinking right now on a way of fixing that. These little girls are very, very naughty, and they like to chew on everything. And people say those are bottle babies. I'm telling you, no. These are not bottle babies, raised by their mom, and they still manage to do that. If you see over there, they made some holes over there, and so I'm planning to do something. I'll show you when I start doing that, but I really want to cover that. I want to clean a little bit, get rid of all those spider webs. Why aren't you eating from the feeder? Such a weirdo. This other one's same, because they like to climb on it to look out. So my idea is to figure that out, figure a way to do that, and maybe even getting rid of my fly trophies from the summer. I always say I'm gonna bring something to step on and get them out, but haven't done that yet. And then another thing that I want to work on is I want to put some storage up there. I have some bins, like wooden bins that I can make into shelves, and so I can put stuff up there. Right now I have food bowls and I have minerals there, and you know, kind of things everywhere. Like, I'm glad we didn't finish this up here, because I can put my cleaning stuff here and even the scooper or scoop. So that's something that I need to do. And as every morning since the storm started, I just walked around the perimeter of the pen just to make sure that there's nothing going on here. I need to work on this too, because the twin girls, I'm telling you, those twins are naughty. They pushed in that door, and that's the bunny. So I'm gonna clean that because it got wet and now it's stinky and all the things. So I need to work on that too. And I need to work on being careful here, because this is how the soil is here. It's so clayish because there's no mulch here. The boys are doing great. Everyone keeps asking about the boys. The boys are doing great. That's little Taz. He's eating right now, but they're doing great. I have to go inside their pen and pick up every building material that is there and just work on what needs to happen right now, which is a bigger door for their shop. So yesterday we bred Annabelle, which was December 30th, and you probably already watched that video. She was very happy to be bred, and she was very happy to have a little boy, and I call him little boy because he's so short still, but he still has time to grow, and so I'm not worried about that. But he's still kind of short. He will be 1. I think he'll turn 1 on February something, can't remember, but on February of this new year that starts tomorrow. So that happened, and now I am going to take some time to assess some of the first things that we need to make happen as soon as we move back into the property. One of them is that annoying beeping sound that's been happening in the trailer. It's super annoying, super loud if you are in there. And the only thing that I can think of is that the batteries are dead. It's charging right now, but it's super annoying. So I'm gonna figure that out, and then I have a lot of things to do around, but mostly I think the number one thing we need to work on is cleaning up, because as I mentioned, one of the awnings almost ripped, so we had to put it in, and I don't know the condition of that. I also have a little covered patio area, and that structure collapsed, so we have to figure that out. I hate to see garbage around the property, and I think that right now that's garbage, so I need to figure out a way to just put it all together and even make it into a pile, and eventually when we have enough, take it into the dump because it's big and I'm not going to be able to put it with our regular garbage. I also need to cover this milking stand, which is going to rot. Even though it's 30 years old, it was inside a barn. Probably more than 30 years old. Maybe 40 or 50 years old. I mean, somebody gave it to me and they've been living in that house for 30 years. And this was there for 30 years. And the people that owned that property before had Nubians. So it might be, 40 years old. For sure more than 30. But in the spring, we want to cover all this area right here and make it into a milking space. We never cover this because the goal was to cover all this area to have a milking space and somewhere where we can do hooves and stuff. But right now, the milking station can't be in there because I need the room for the girls to be comfortable. I mean, I just needed the room, so I'm gonna cover it for now until we can start working on the milking part of the barn. You guys look so good today. You're all fluffed up, Annabelle. All fluffed up. If she took yesterday, I mean, we're gonna check that she doesn't come back into heat. But I'm gonna put on the screen what her due date would be. And Clara, I think she's February 14 or the duck pen. I mean, in this big one, I have the duck food. This bin over here. And apparently got wet with the storm. I don't know what happened, if somebody left it open. So it's full of, it got wet and it started growing mold. So it stinks. And I did put their food inside, but it's inside a bag. I still have to get that fixed as soon as we come back. I have to clean the duck pen that I've been adding to it, but I still need to. I also have to clean their house because it's very, very wet. And I'll start to add into this garden bed. That beeping is driving me crazy. I mentioned a couple of days ago, there's a lot of predator sightings. So even though the animals are by themselves until tomorrow night, the dogs are outside and they keep a good eye on them. The dogs, I mean, my border collie is obsessed with the ducks. She loves those ducks so much that she wants to make sure that they're all together so she can keep an eye on them. And so I'm not too worried. I just worry about her because she wants to be checking on everyone. And she's wet, and I assume at some point she'd want to lay down. But right now there's not many covered areas since they collapsed. What do you think about mud and snow? You love the snow? You're such a good boy. Keeping everyone safe. I love it. Let's remove your bush. Because they're not looking nice. He struggles with his ear, as you can see. He has yellow stuff there. He gets yeast infections all the time. And the only thing we can do is treat them. He's very allergic to everything and anything. So it just sucks. But since yesterday he started to develop a smell and that yellow stuff is coming out. It's a lot of work to work on him because he is very, very strong. He weighs about 170, I think last time 72 pounds. So he's very, very heavy and he's very, very strong. So the only way that I can work on him is if I tie him to this with a very short leash. I put him here, I kind of go on him, and then start cleaning his ear with the medicine that he needs to have on hand at all times. But he is a wanderer, so he has a very long leash. So during the day, he needs to stay there unless we're here, of course. You're such a good boy. I love you so much, baby. But I need to go figure out what's wrong with that, okay? Can you hear that? That's a fence. I mean, that's a gate. And that's Clara trying to... She's pushing always on fences and stuff. He gets really... when I pet his ear, but it really stinks. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, my boy. Annie? 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 Annabelle? Sweet girl. She's zoned out. Chewing the cud, living her best life, hoping that the sun comes out. Annabelle, you're so cute. You're the cutest.